everyone, and welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that helps entrepreneurs go all in on their business, and we introduce them to professionals that can help them to do so. Today, we have two very special guests. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Good.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Dr. Rick, please introduce yourself and the name of your company.
I'm Dr. Rick Voiles, and the name of the company is Starfish.
Awesome. Clay, please introduce yourself.
My name's Clay Bailey, and the name of our company is Starfish Perks.
Awesome. We so look forward to learning more about Starfish. But before we go there, we want to learn a little bit more about you gentlemen, and we understand that time is one of our most valuable resources. So, Dr. Rick, please tell us a little bit about your journey.
My journey to burning the ship.
Yes.
I never wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Never on the horizon. I wanted to be a university professor. So I went to school, master's, PhD, only so that I could teach. Mm-hmm. And then couldn't get a job.
Oh, no.
So that made things tough. And then so out of desperation, I became a roving university professor, which started my kind of entrepreneurship, self-employed. Mm-hmm. And then went into starting my own business, ran that for 30 years, became an expert in conflict management and leadership. Mm-hmm. And then from there, a business partner of mine introduced me to this idea, and that's where I went all in.
Awesome. So you said conflict resolution and management.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about where you're helping individuals, companies. What were you helping with when it came to that?
So across the board, I did traveled the world doing training for mainly government contracts, military, teaching, mediation, and then leadership skills, and so managers, supervisors, but then also on the personal level, being able to handle conflicts between parents and children, also on a court level, being able to manage conflicts in the court between contract disputes. So I learned an awful lot about relationships, leadership, and business.
Yes. Seems like you were still able to get that teaching taken care of, just not in that traditional form in which you were going through, because if you're teaching people how to resolve conflict and communicate properly, that's one of the biggest things you can help with.
Absolutely, and laid a great foundation for business, because it's the people skills. People have to like you, they got to trust you before they'll do business with you. So to be able to communicate, be able to probe in terms of needs of what the client needs, that laid a great foundation for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Clay, tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey.
Well, my journey starts in Middle Georgia. Okay. I'm from here, actually. I've been in Atlanta about 35 years. So my background is I have a technical kind of engineering background. I went to school to learn how to be a pilot, and actually graduated doing technical stuff, like working on stuff. So after the journey of working for many big companies, and actually all those ended up being layoffs because the companies moved offshore. So after that, I said, I'm just tired of going through this circle of being laid off for all these big companies. So I said, I'm going to be my own boss.
Okay.
My dad was his own boss for years. So I started a couple of companies, and I ended up in the mortgage business back in 2000, I think 4 or 5. So I worked my way up and worked with a big company and kind of got into the mix of the lending. So then 2008, 2009 showed up, financial crisis.
Yes.
So overnight, our company was out of business. So, okay, now it's back to square one. What am I going to do? So some other things, and did some commercial lending. And so a couple years ago, I had another company that we did Wi-Fi, broadband business. Then COVID showed up. So one of the big companies, or the city of Woodstock, told us that we think you're a non-essential business. So you can't go in people's houses. I said, really, how do you figure that? So I think it was a ploy by the other big competition to kind of get me out of the space. So anyway, I got into a financial service business that are getting people out of debt.
Okay.
And now that is my mission. I met Dr. Rick a year ago, and he was telling me what we're doing with the Starfish. I said, this fits perfectly for what we're doing.
Nice. That's awesome. Definitely appreciate you sharing that. And it seems like it is a good connection that you guys have because of how you handle relationships, how you're helping clients. Right. And we're looking forward to learning more about how your current financial business fits in with Starfish. So you guys have truly both decided to burn the ship and go all in on this new idea, and we'd love to learn more about it. So, Dr. Rick, tell us a little bit about Starfish.
Yeah, so as Clay was indicating, we all live in a difficult economic time. People, student loans, they can't pay them off. People are getting laid off, insecurity, debt, across the board. And so Starfish is a way to set the average household up so that they can get paid for shopping. Mm-hmm. So Starfish becomes the offensive side of great financial health, where we generate an income for you for doing something that you're already doing. We don't have to teach anybody how to shop at Walmart or how to shop at Amazon, right? But to be able to get paid by all of those companies, over 700 national brands across the United States and Canada, and then on the defense side, get out of debt. So between those two, you've got a perfect plan for financial health for your household.
Yes, yes. Now with it, is that where it is just families all over the country that you're trying to get connected with? Tell us a little bit about who those people you're looking to try to get in front of.
So our ideal customer client actually ends up, because anybody who is shopping can actually get discounts and get things that are cheaper, but primarily looking for that entrepreneur who's probably got their own business. It's a passion, they're working on it, but it's just not getting them where they want to go. And they're looking for an additional income stream. Because it's not a great deal of time to have to put an effort in terms of how do I shop? How do I share this with other people so that they can benefit from the discounts and the potential income, and do that on the side so that I've got another income stream on top of my business. So I'm not just dependent upon all my eggs in one basket. That's pretty much who we're looking for.
Okay. Now you said that you're able to get discounts on doing your normal shopping. Am I going to my normal places and doing the shopping? Give us an idea of what that engagement looks like.
Excellent question. So Starfish is a platform that is on your phone. And by going through Starfish, so I can walk through Kroger, Publix, gas station, grocery store, online or in person. I can make my purchase, pull it up and pay for it through my e-wallet on my Starfish platform, scan it, I instantly get paid. So that whole platform makes it easy. And it comes out of the relationship that we've developed with all of these national companies like Amazon. So we have profit-sharing partnerships with them where they will literally pay us out of their advertising budget for driving traffic, which actually they're already going there anyways. And all they have to do is identify themselves through Starfish.
Through that, okay.
So we're able to save those companies money because most of them we tie right into their back office payment system. We're able to use their gift card program. So for them, the advantage is we get to skirt around the credit cards and they don't have to pay those transaction fees. And so they're excited about that.
That's right.
They're excited about the traffic that we're driving, only they don't have to pay us until after someone shops. So it's guaranteed advertising money.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense, because I was going to ask, how were they able to find the profits to share back with the people?
Yes.
And that makes a lot of sense as far as with that. Once I come on the platform, when we talk about having an additional stream of revenue, is it where I just get a certain amount for being on the platform, or is it a percentage of what it is I buy?
Good. Yes. So as we purchase something, then those companies, based on the purchases that we've all done as a consumer community, and that's really the secret, we've leveraged the buying power of a consumer community in order to be able to negotiate with these companies. So I can come to a Target and say, we got hundreds of thousands of people shopping here. What can you do for us? And that's where the foundation comes from. Then in order to increase that, every time a purchase comes, those companies pay us out of the negotiated contract. And then because we are run like a co-op, all of the profits of the company that comes in from Target, Walmart, Kroger, all come back to the members of that consumer community.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Well, I know a lot of people that shop, so it seems like I got a few possible referrals for you to send over to you. Now, as far with it, the way that it is and it being an app, I just have to ask, geographically, this is something that can happen nationwide, worldwide, I'm assuming so?
And Canada as well.
Okay, in Canada. Okay.
And eventually worldwide.
Okay, so right now you just U.S. is that?
U.S. and Canada. Right
Okay, good deal. Like I said, I always try to paint the best possible picture so everyone can have the best idea. Now, say for instance, I get on the platform and I get going, but something just happens in my life. Is it where it's a penalty to leave, or I just don't do it? Or tell me a little bit about that.
No, once you're a member of the community, the consumer community, then whether you're participating in trying to increase the growth of that community so we can have more negotiating power, or you're just getting cheaper things at Walmart and Amazon, you get to decide.
Okay. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing the meat and potatoes about the business. Was there anything additional as far as future-wise that you're looking to have Starfish? Where are you looking to have it down the line?
Absolutely. So with the size of this, right now we're talking about shopping at stores we're all familiar with. But what if you could actually get your health insurance through an organization like a community like this, as long as we keep
What if
growing.
you could purchase your car directly from the car manufacturer?
Oh,
Yes.
that seems to be better.
Oh, exactly.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you could pay your mortgage. You could buy houses through this. You could get private jets through this. There's all kinds of services that could be available as more and more companies are looking for a larger consumer base.
Yes.
We got it.
Okay. Awesome. Now I'm getting a clearer picture of what it is that you're able to do. You're going directly to the source, letting them know you have a way to help them to save some monies with your back-end program there, and you're also able to share in the revenue with the person actually using the platform. So Precisely. It seems like a great opportunity for people. Now, with this particular business that you have going on, it seems like you guys are going to go ahead and start striving towards success. One of the segments inside the show is we always ask our guests to share with us some of those best practices that have helped you to get to where you are, and that maybe some of the entrepreneurs that are watching can add that to their mix. Dr. Rick, can you please share with us one of those best practices that have helped you to be successful?
I think for me personally, and what we try to teach in the community is give value first.
Okay.
So when we're talking to a household, anybody in that household, they're going to be a client or a customer for us, but basically it's how do I serve this person? What is their need? Right? There's all kinds of things that this could help them with, but they might not be in a position where this is the thing that could help them most.
Yes.
So find a way to give value to them where they are at the time. And it might not be this, but because we have a wide network of connections with other, right? So this isn't good for you right now, but I know this over here that could help you. I know this person over here that could help you. I know what Roderick does. He could possibly help you. When I come to that table to talk to somebody and deal with them, it's about who are they, where are they in their journey, and how might I be able to assist them to the next step. Bring value first to them.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's very important because everyone is on their own trek in life. And I love how you said, I'm going to meet you where you are.
Yes.
And then try to add value from there. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. Clay, is there a best practice that you have put inside of your business?
Well, the best practice for me is personal development.
Okay.
And what Rick kind of touched on is the shopping platform. What we have is just kind of the tip of the iceberg, what we do. The actual meat of the business is about personal development, entrepreneurial skills, building these communities of people that may not have had access to this information in the past. Sure, you may have gone to college and learned different information on basically how to work for someone, but they didn't really teach you entrepreneurial skills in college.
That's right.
So one of my biggest sayings now is I'd rather have impact over income.
Okay. Yeah, that will bring the income. That's
Right.
very similar how we have built this business, focusing on how we can best help them regardless of if it's with us or not. Just like you said, hey, that whatever that is may not be ready for you right now, but it's not about that. It's about the future and how I can bring value to you. And it's very similar mindset in which we have there. So I definitely appreciate you guys sharing those best practices, because these business owners need to have an idea of what have helped you to be successful. Maybe they can add it to their mix. Now, gentlemen, if someone is interested in learning more about the platform, want to learn more about your skills that you bring, click, Dr. Rick, can you please share with them your contact information and how to best find out more about the platform?
Yes, I can give my telephone number.
Yeah.
404-391-6708. My email address is drrickv@gmail.com. So it's DRRICK, V as in Victor, @gmail. And my website is rickvoyles.com.
rickvoyles.com. Please reach out to them. Clay, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Of course, you can reach us both at the Starfish, but my company, and he was talking about offense and defense, we're kind of tag teaming this because, the way the economy is nowadays, people need to understand what things actually cost them and the money they're losing every day. So you can reach out to me. My name's Clay Bailey, seniorcare21@gmail.com. My phone number is 678-822-7484. And I'm doing free debt analysis nowadays.
Okay, awesome. Please reach out to these gentlemen, because they have platforms that can help you to save money and a way to do something that's very important, which is to get rid of your debt. So please reach out to these gentlemen, and we truly do appreciate you guys coming on the show with us today. You guys have been very informative, done a great job of illustrating your foundation, your story, and how you're trying to help people out here. And we always honor our guests by giving them the last word. So, Dr. Rick, can you please look into the camera and tell the people something good?
If you are depending upon your own efforts to change your financial landscape going forward, consider what it could mean to work together in a group with partnerships. If your own individual effort is all you have to create income, it's not going to be valued as much as it could be if we could find a way to work together to change all of our financial income. So that would be what I would want people to consider for their future. Find a way to cooperate to get farther.
Yes, a little bit of collaboration will get us a long way.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the show today. We truly do appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes. And to everyone that is watching, be kind and thanks.